In this video, I'm gonna teach you how to calculate the formal charge, and also I'm going to give you the introduction of formal charge. So here would like to find out the formal charge for nitrogen atom from this structure. So formal charge is the charge that is assigned to an atom in a molecule. So to calculate formal charge of an atom, we'll use this formula. Formal charge equal to valence electron in a neutral or free atom or isolated atom minus number of bonds attached to the atom plus number of dots over the atoms. We can simplify this formula like this: minus bond minus dots, the valence electron minus bond minus dots. Or we can write this equation like this: valence electron minus lines, bond means lines, and minus dot means non-pair electrons, right? Also we can write formal charge equal to valence electron minus non-bonding electrons. Dots mean non-bonding electrons. Non-bonding electrons minus half of bonding electrons, right? Or we can write valence electron in a neutral atom minus assigned electrons. Look, you can write formal charge equal to valence electron minus bond plus dots, or you can write valence electron minus bonds minus dots, or you can write valence electron minus bond means line minus number of lines minus dots means lone pair electrons, or you can write valence electron minus non-bonding electron, that is dots, then minus half of bonding electrons, that is line. So or you can write valence electron minus assigned electrons. Actually, I will make you understand all this formula for calculating the formal charge. So let us consider this nitrogen atom. So we are going to first apply this formula, right? So here the valence electron for nitrogen is you know that nitrogen is an element of group 5s, so it has 5 valence electron, minus number of bonds attached to nitrogen is 2 plus dots over nitrogen is 4. So 5 minus 6, that is minus 1, right? Minus 1. So the formal charge for this nitrogen is minus 1 according to this formula. So now let us use another formula for the same nitrogen atom. So let us use this formula: valence electron 5 minus bonds, 2 bonds attached to nitrogen, minus dots 4, 5 minus 6 minus 1. Now let us use this formula: valence electron minus lines minus dots, or you can say valence electron minus dots minus line. So 5 valence electron 5 minus line attached to nitrogen is 2 minus dots attached to nitrogen is 4. So 5 minus 6 equal to minus 1. Okay. Now use this formula: valence electron minus non-bonding electrons minus half of bondings. Okay. To use this formula, we'll change this line with 2 dots. This line with 2 dots, right? We are using this formula. So valence electron of nitrogen is 5 in an isolated atom, minus non-bonding electron attached to nitrogen is 4, minus half of bonding electrons. Here bonding electrons is 2, 4, so 4. If you calculate, then we are getting 5 minus 6 equal to minus 1. So the formal charge of this nitrogen is minus 1. Okay, now we'll use this formula. I think valence electron minus assigned electrons. This formula can be called as circle method, right? This circle include all the lone pairs but half of the bond pairs. Let me use this formula. Okay, for finding out the formal charge of nitrogen, look, we'll draw a circle, and this circle include all the lone pairs of that specific atom, but this circle includes bonding electrons equally. That is half of the bonding electrons here too, but this circle will include 1. Here too, this circle will include 1. So you know that in a neutral atom, nitrogen has 5 valence electron because it is the element of 5a, minus assigned electrons, that is electrons that is inside the circle, 2, 4, 5, 6. So the formal charge of this nitrogen is minus 1, right? I think now you are master in case of finding formal charge, right? Okay, let us take another example so that you can have confidence, right? You can have confidence. So let us take this molecule. Okay, you know that the overall charge of this molecule is minus 1. This minus 1 charge will come from which atom? This can be determined by calculating the formal charge. That is, the overall charge minus 1 of this ionized molecule can be found by calculating the formal charge of each atom. So let us calculate the formal charge for oxygen atom. So let us use this equation. Valence electron of oxygen is 6 because it is the element of group 6a, minus number of bonds attached to oxygen is 1, 2, 3, plus number of dots attached to the oxygen is 2. So basically we are getting plus 1. You know that the formal charge of hydronium ion is plus 1, not negative 1, right? So the formal charge of oxygen is plus 1. Okay, now use the formula to find out the formal charge for hydrogen. So look, we'll use this formula. So the valence electron of hydrogen is 1 as it is in the group 1a, minus number of bonds attached to hydrogen is 1. The number of dots attached to hydrogen is 0. So 1 minus 1 equal to 0. So the formal charge of this hydrogen is 0, 0, 0. Look, if you add 0 plus 1, 0, 0, then you will get the overall charge plus 1. That is, if I ask you a question how to find the overall charge of a molecule, then you have to say that by calculating formal charge, you can find the overall charge of a molecule. Here, overall charge of the ion hydronium ion is plus 1, right? Okay. Now let me show you this formula to find out the formal charge of oxygen quickly. So to use this formula, we have to draw a circle to find out the formal charge for this oxygen. You can draw a circle like this, right? So you know that oxygen has 6 valence electron, but here we have assigned 2. You have to imagine here 1, 3, 4, 5 plus 1, right? Plus 1. So thank you for viewing this video. Be well.